What is up, guys? Welcome back to Max's Bikes. And I know it's been a long time since I've been posting, and that's pretty much all my fault. But in today's video, I'm actually basically, so this channel is going to be getting turned into like more of like a dirt bike channel. But anyways, we got to get here for the tutorial. So this is how to wash your dirt bike, and as you can see, mine is very freaking dirty. Let's get some clips of this. Go. Anyway, so yeah, that is basically it. It's super freaking dirty, dude. Look at that. It's so dirty. But yeah, you can see, look at all that on the block and everything. But you're going to be cleaning this off, and basically, it's not like a full rebuild, but we're going to be taking most of the body off and cleaning all under there. So let's get to it. But before, this is the stuff you're going to need for it. So obviously you're gonna need, we'll start off with the tools you're gonna need, which are pretty basic, but just start. So you're gonna need some socket wrenches and definitely some sockets. Give me 1 second. So you don't really need all of these, but you do need most likely you're gonna need like normal, like a smallish kind of, I don't know what size it is. You're gonna need that kind of socket wrench. And then you're also gonna want to find, you should be able to pretty easily find it, but you're gonna need to find a socket that fits the dirt bike piece. So like somewhere it's gonna have usually a bolt, but yeah. So you're also gonna need a screwdriver. I'm just trying to see. So yeah, we got this one. You can see that's the medium. So that is the one we need. But you might, depending on what kind of dirt bike you have, you might need different ones. But, and then let's move on to the cleaning solution and stuff. You're gonna need a bucket. Doesn't really matter as long as it's a bucket. Power washer, I'm getting one on order, but I'm too lazy. I'm too impatient to wait for it. So, a hose. By the way, the power washer literally came the next day. I have the nozzle right there. And that's pretty much it. And then you need to fill up this. And then these are optional. You don't need to use all of these. You could just use dish soap. But actually, so we also have this scrubber. This is going to be really good for scrubbing things. So basically what you're going to want to have is, most likely after you do it, is the finish for the protectant to put on the body. We also have some tire foam to spray on the tires. We got the wash for the bucket and the water. We also got the inside glass details, which this stuff should go on like your seats. Move copper. And then, oh shoot, this stuff, which is like regular, this should go on all of your plastics and stuff. And then you could put that on and then wipe it all down. But yeah, that's pretty much it you need. And then all we gotta do really is just fill the bucket. You just need to fill the bucket. I kind of messed up here, but before you do that, you're gonna want to put your cleaning solution in. That way it mixes, but it's okay. It's okay. We don't really need that much, so you're just gonna want to do about like that much solution. And then we don't need much more water than this. I'm just gonna turn the water on and kind of just move it around to mix up the soap. Alright, so that should be enough water, because all we're going to be using is the bristle thing for the water pretty much. But yeah, you just want to get nice and soapy water. I'm going to add, just for good measures, I'm just going to add a little bit more, because this is a little bit more water than usual. Okay. Just want to mix that up, and then pretty much the next thing you want to do is get your dirt bike over here, so I'm going to do that. So you want to go ahead and get your dirt bike up here. I got mine right here, and so the first thing we're going to want to do, this is going to prove to be probably the easiest. gonna go ahead and get your dirt bike up here. I got mine right here, and so the first thing we're gonna want to do, this is gonna prove to be probably the easiest. So we're gonna go ahead and just put the socket on the wrench like this. Turn it to loose it. Then we're just gonna want to go ahead, put this on and start cranking. Just do this on both the bolts, that way they get knocked loose. So it's gonna be pretty easy to get them loose. Once they are loose, they are gonna get loose enough, and then once they are though, you are gonna be able to just basically take them off by hand. Okay, and that is done. So all I recommend for you guys to do though is just go ahead and put your bolts back in here and then put it aside, just so you don't lose it. It's the best thing to do. But anyways, after that's done, basically all you guys gotta do, let me just crank this tripod back up a little bit more. That's pretty much good, and all you guys have to do is you want to hold the back and then just pull it out and up like that. And then right here you're gonna see 2 screws there and there. And you guys could just use like a regular screwdriver, but I'm gonna drill it out and just take it out with the drill. Okay, but me realizing that I'm pretty bad. All right, yeah. So all we need to do really is we just need to take 2 screws out, and the seat should come out too. Yeah, well, we somehow lost another bolt, one of them. I don't know where that one went, but it might already be out. Did I get it out? I don't know. But anyways, after you take that one out, you're gonna want to let's go ahead and take the other one out too. Okay, this one's being finicky. You're gonna see 2 more up here, like right here towards here, and then that you might have to push a little bit harder for them because I have the bolt. Anyways, I think that other bolt was gone to begin with anyways, but the next thing you guys are gonna want to do is, you can see, so let me take this off the tripod really quick. A little bit ago, like not today, but a while ago, I took this airbox out. That's why it's clean, put a new filter in it. If it's bogging down, that could be the problem. But look at the state of that. And then we should be able to, all you have to do, I don't know, you should be able to take the gas tank out if you want to go that far, but we're not really going to go that far. But you can see all the dirt and stuff in this thing. I don't have this. So you can take the front fender out. That's probably what I'm gonna do. So there's gonna be screws on each side there, and then there, which I'm gonna do off camera because that's easy to do. Okay, well I've done that, and so this should just pop off. There's nothing really, I don't think there's anything. Is there anything else holding this on? I think there is, but I don't know I don't honestly know what it is. Oh, it's this. You gotta just push it down, because you can see this thing has it on, that it has to get on there, but that's okay. So we've taken that off. You can see all the dust and dirt put in there. You just put that by the other parts of the body. Then you'll see the oil can. If you want to fill the 2-stroke oil up in there, you can. You don't need to take this off. We just want the access for that. And so what you are going to want to look out for is, if we can see the carburetor. So be careful. Make sure to be careful, hand wash the carburetor. And this solenoid up here, just tape it off. I'll show you. Now you can see that I just used some of this duct tape to tape over the solenoid here just so it doesn't get any water inside. So you just want to tape that off and make sure that's nice and tight on there. It shouldn't, that's the way it doesn't get in, so like water doesn't get in there. So that's good. And then we are almost ready to wash pretty much, but the first thing you guys are going to want to do though, we're going to wash the plastics first, which should be the easiest. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and then you could just go ahead and lightly get it wet. You could spray a little bit if you want. You're going to definitely get wet, but just be careful. Don't spray directly into the seat though, because that will get it wet. So basically all you're going to do is just go ahead and just get this nice and wet. You got to just get like the roughed up dirt and get it all off there. Just like this. You can just get that off. You can just do it instant spray over just so you don't get too much water in the seat, which could create mold. The next thing you want to do is, that's where the brush comes in handy here. So basically all you got to do is just dip it in the water and kind of like push it down so it gets in the soapy water. And then what you're going to want to do is just go up to it and then just start scrubbing the under parts of the seat. Get all that grime off there. Just get the fender. If it has stickers on it, no worries. If they're vinyl, they're not going to come off. All you have to do is just put this whole thing, submerge it inside the water, and just start scrubbing it under there. Part because you're gonna want to basically we're gonna start with this one right here. You just want to get a low water on here. You just want to be washing off pretty much all of the soap that we got on it. Wash that off. It's all right. If you guys do have a carburetor though, the airbox should be fine. But if you guys do have a carburetor, like I do right here, the first thing you want to do, if you don't have a carburetor, then don't bother on doing it. But if you do, just get some soap on your brush. You just want to do that lightly to get all the grime off. Because if you get water in here when you spray it, it's gonna mess the carburetor up and it's not gonna work correctly. So what you want to do is just go ahead and get all that off. That's a lot of gunk, dude. Look at that. See, just go ahead and wash that carburetor off. Decent. It doesn't really matter though, because the carburetor is always gonna get dirty. Anyways. Okay, just go ahead and scrub around that. Just keep going until you're satisfied with how clean it is. Like, I don't really care about the color because it's going to be grime on it anyways, but for now, this is going to be good enough. Just leave the brush in there, and then, so basically the next thing we need to do, we're going to wait for that to dry, and that, we don't actually have to really wait, you could also just tape it off. That's just probably what I'm going to do because I'm impatient. So, let me me just quickly fix this tape because I kind of ripped it wrong. Okay. Wet, but that next thing we need to do is we can start washing now. So okay, so the first thing you want to do is just get a little bit of water and start. Don't push it too hard, especially on the like next to the port foot. But you could go on the tires, the drum brakes. Oh shoot! I just left the tools and sitting everything. I gotta move this before I get to the tires. That's pretty much essential. Now that we got this tire pretty clean, then you can just run some regular water through everything. Just don't do it too hard, or just make sure you get a decent amount of dirt off. See, you can see that's acting as a barrier to make sure the carburetor doesn't get wet in the solenoid. We're gonna do. You can see look at all that dirt coming out when I want to spray at full. You can spray at full. The engine block, you want to get all that dirt out. See, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at all that dirt that's on the ground down there. That's only from the engine block. Now I'm going to go to the other side and go ahead and do that. Anyway, so yeah, that's the clip. But yeah, look, now we show now. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Check that out. So now we just gotta put the plastics on, and then I'll do the regular treatment to it. That gets all the plastics nice and minty. Okay, so next, guys, we just want to go grab the plastics or whatever you. Okay, we got that, and then go ahead and my wrench is still dirty, so yeah, but go ahead and get it ready. Pretty much all you guys gotta do is, it's the same exact thing. Let me just take this off really quick. If you guys want, take one of the bolts off just to make it easier, and then you can, it's really happened by hand, I'm gonna find it down, but yeah. You can just do that. Screw it, tighten it down. Eventually it's gonna get tighter until the point. Right now, I'll take it. Oh, wondering. Looks like in the right spot, but I don't think it is yet. There you go. Once your hand tight, just tap it. See, that's good enough. Perfect. Now we just put the front fender back on. So they're pretty much the exact same same thing. I gotta change the battery. Okay, then you just, there's 2 bolt holes. This is the one here and here. Then you just line. You need to there's this piece back up here that you also have to keep in mind. You're probably only gonna need one, let's be honest. Links in the description to all the stuff I used for this. Why is this one not wet? Anyways, let me just get the solution ready. Alright, okay, so then you should, I think the solution is working. Yeah, there's a solution there, I think. Okay, so now you just open it and then just start wiping all the plastics with it. And by the way, this stuff, what? You're actually gonna need 2, I lied there, but the next thing we're gonna do after that is grab the same towel. And just wipe all that off. Like that, and now the next thing, you can see how shiny the plastics already are. The next thing we gotta do, I don't know why. Hold up. Dad? Nice and good. Then you just want to get this one. This one's self-drying, so you don't need to do nothing. You just let it sit on there, and then it will dry. It dries very fast, by the way. So just go ahead and just apply it. To each side. And all over like the black engine plates, do that too, because it's gonna try and protect those from rusting out. Then just give it a second. And by the way, you just make sure you have the right end of the towel. You're gonna just fit like this, and then just go ahead. Just pat it. That way you don't get the push. You guys are gonna have to keep in mind when you usually do these, if you haven't put in oil in both kinds of oil, but it's mostly your mixture oil. I got some 710 2-stroke premix oil, and we can just go ahead and put that in there because I know I'm really low on it. Most of these have one of these caps anyway, so just take the cap off and then pour it in. But you do want to be a little bit careful that you don't spill it on things while it's doing it, because if you do, it's not going to be too good. Yeah, I spilled some of it. But it's okay-ish if you do spill a little bit. And yeah, so there it is, guys, how to clean your dirt bike perfectly, and that's all. Links in the description to all of the cleaning solution that I use. And it's basically, this cleaning solution comes all in a package, which basically, if you guys use, you can order it off the link that I put in, but you can get it from hardware stores too and stuff. It's basically an all-in-one box. I'll put it on the screen right now. Yeah, so that's what it is basically, and it has all these cleaning solutions in it for you guys, and then I'll let you guys check them out really quick just so you know. Yeah, so that's all the cleaning solution. Links in the description to all the cleaning solution I use in this video. And if you guys want more dirt bike content, like and sub, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.